spice rack.
So it'll be interesting. I'll get some feedback from the rest of the family
Your mom should come up here.
On the sawmill and all that.
Yeah, is your mom still in good health?
Oh yeah, they're great. She just got married.
Second time or third time?
Third time.
She should come on up.
Man, it burned right here.
We had a nice chat, you know.
It burned right here, didn't it?
Yeah, you can see the fire department water tanker
Gracious
tracks.
sakes. Oh my stars.
What they did was the fire department burned this strip.
This whole field
to keep the house from going.
Those trees that came up since we were here, I can't believe it.
These are the only ones. Those were dragged over from that guy's house. They cut them down after the fire to keep when the fire came back through, so that.
So that fire got real close to this house.
It was really hot, and it was stuck in this valley for 5 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
So.
You probably don't want to go nose to nose with him.
I'm sorry.
So, no, it's okay. It's just, you know, Dalmatians, you know, he's old, and, you know, Dalmatians are not the most mellow dog on the planet.
Do you still have the faucet down here?
Over there, the pump, the well pump?
Yeah, it wasn't a pump. It actually, you didn't have to pump it.
Right. Yeah, you can see the top of it sticking up through the grass.
Okay, I'm trying to get my bearings here. And I'm sure
the old garden and the rhubarb still comes up every year.
Yeah.
The old but I didn't know if that was the fire robins or your...
I don't know. My dad was a rhubarb lover.
And horseradish still comes up after all these years.
For the family. Holly and I have been talking about where the sawmill was, and I thought it was right here next to the house. And she was referring to another one that Bob Doherty built up the hill.
Yeah, it's across from Bob Doherty's. That's the one I've known of the whole
time. In fact, when we lived here, we had a sign out front that said Sawmill Ranch.
Okay.
And all the rubble from the sawmill was right here. And we had a bathtub out here that the cows would drink out of.
Oh, so Whittemire still had his cows here after you built the house?
No, we had our cows.
You had cows?
We had cows, sheep, pigeons, chickens, turkeys, peacocks, guinea hens, sheep, everything.
Did you have a stable to put them in?
Well, there was a pen up here where the cattle and the sheep were.
Oh, okay.
So this is always my dad's big dream, to have us all be involved in agriculture.
Yeah, you were mentioning that.
He moved up here and got us all these animals, and then he left. And it's like, have fun with the animals, Jane.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So the whole thing was ugly, but
yeah, it sounded pretty bad.
Yeah, it was. It was really bad.
And a woman with 4 kids would not want to stay up in a remote place like this for very long.
With 200 animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, 200 animals.
Oh, there were lots.
That many?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, we'll have to go carouse around through there and see if we can find any remnants of it.
Yeah. Okay. I'm about out of tape here, but what's amazing to me here is how close the fire actually got to the house. I mean, that's 20 feet away.
If it had caught the grass in the dog run, it would have caught the deck and the house would have gone.
Would have been all over.
But my neighbor stayed behind, and he kept our houses from burning, and the fire department did a pre-burn here.
Oh,
so when the fire came up the meadow, it stopped.
I see. Yeah, it looked like a pretty well-defined edge to that burn spot.
Yeah, they did that. You can see the tracks from the tanker. They wet down the grass and burned up to the wet grass.
Unbelievable. They did a good job. They saved the house.
They saved the house.
Yeah.
See, that's why I say, because this house was a site chosen on a 100-acre lot, it was defensible, because you guys put this house on flat ground, close to the road, that half-circle driveway, flat driveway, the big trucks.
Now, and Holly's been telling me about some stuff, and she's about to take us for a little ride. Oh, I wanted to go downstairs first. She said go downstairs so I can see my old bedroom and stuff.
Remember, do you remember things like this? This is where your mom had her sewing machine, right? In this hole?
Yeah.
That would have been where the singer would have hinged in there. And then...
perfect for a keyboard.
Yeah, I'm not sure what this shelf was for.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, did she do weaving or something?
No, she used to sew a lot.
And I love the cupboards, you know? They're all spring-loaded.
We used to have a big milk machine here. We used to buy milk in those big steel cans.
Yeah?
We used to lift those things up and fill up our pitcher from this.
Wild.
Who are the old folks?
That's my husband's grandparents.
Wow, cool picture.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
South Dakota.
Oh.
Tough people.
Yeah, too cold there. I remember this gate. Yeah, those machines are really getting after it.
Yeah.
So they're cleaning the ozone out? Is
No, these are just, what do you call air, go ahead, HEPA filters, you know, air scrubbers.
Okay, right.
When they do the ozone, we can't be in the house, so that's why we have to move back in. Watch your head here.
Yeah, these air scrubbers are all over the place. See, none of this was carpeted when we lived here either.
Now, you remember the little, would you flick the light switch? Perfect. Now, you probably remember this cupboard under the stairs?
Yeah.
You know what we call it these days, my kids' friends? That's the Harry Potter
Okay.
cupboard.
Now, this one is the one that's lined with cedar, right?
It is.
Yeah.
And it still smells wonderful.
Yeah, my mom used to
someone
have...
left the light on. It's a good thing I had me open it. It still smells great.
Here's our old cedar
Actually,
closet.
I haven't stuck my nose in since the fire. Does it still smell like cedar?
A little bit.
A little bit? Oh yeah. You want to smell it, Colin?
And this is...
cedar wood. It keeps moths away, so you can put the good blankets in there.
This was my room.
This is Donovan's room, my 50-year-old.
Oh.
And it's got the pants hanger on the back of the door. Remember?
No, I sure don't.
Isn't that wild?
No, that wasn't here.
Really? Oh, the fire ovens put it in?
Apparently.
They had 5 kids. They lost one.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So they used all the big ones.
I knew Mr. Fire Robin a little bit, but I didn't know any of them.
Yeah.
Other than that, because we were up here, like I say, and visited him one time.
Yeah. Well, they were 90 when they left. They bought it in 68.
This is my sister's room.
So that's 32 years. So they were almost 60 when they bought it. So their kids must have been late teens, right? They weren't little kids
That's about
anymore.
right, yeah.
And this would have been your sister's room. Because it's bigger.
Yeah,
The other ones are 9 by 10. This one's 10 by 12.
Yeah, and they
It's got a
wanted her to
sink
have a sink,
and
too.
a walk-in closet.
Right. This is Betty's room.
I love this house. I really do. Well, you're lucky I'm not a remodeler. You wouldn't recognize
Yeah,
the
right.
house, you know?
Yeah, they did a good job.
I'm lazy. If it works, you look. But we were always impressed. You know, it's a 2-bathroom house. 3,400 square feet. 2 bathrooms. But this is how it would work for a family with 4 kids. Right? You got a toilet with a lock on the door. And you got a shower and a tub with a lock on the door. And you got 2 sinks. And tons of storage. So
Now this mirror used to extend wall to wall. It was just one huge mirror all the way across. I wonder how that changed.
well, I don't know how it could because I don't think they added.
The outlets were there.
They were and holes in the mirrors.
And you know what?
What?
Yeah. In one of the holes, I don't know why I remember this, one of the holes in the mirror was too big, so we had to get an oversized plate to go on this thing.
Wow. I wonder if one of the boys broke it
I don't know.
at some point, you know, one of the fire robin kids.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's the same glass salvage from whatever might have gotten damaged.
It could be.
don't know,
The
but-
trim does look a little bit different than the trim in the house. It's
Yeah.
not as square.
Absolutely.
It's a different wood. That's oak, isn't it?
Yeah.
And the trim here is not oak.
Yeah, but yeah, it went all the way across. That was a big mirror. So let's see. We're out with Holly in her car. Now up this hill, see this road here, that goes up and it meets the road up by the Doherty's driveway. And the Doherty's house would be up here somewhere. We came in here so she could show us the sawmill. Now, when you say sawmill, she thinks of this, or what was here until a few weeks ago. I don't remember there ever being any structure of any kind here. My recollection is that the sawmill was over by our house. And I'd mentioned that to her, and she goes, huh? And it looks like my battery's about done too. But here's a new house. A firefighter built that one. So anyway, I just wanted to get this sawmill on the tape, so if any of the rest of you remember what the heck this is, you can let me know. Mr. Covey, this is what was the Covey's house.
This is Andy Lewis.
Andy?
Ray and Jane, his parents, built the house I live in,
Yeah,
Fire Robin's house.
you used to take photographs of our family, you remember?
I'm sorry?
He says you used to take photographs of his family. You were the photographer.
I was a photographer.
Here, let me say hello. Let's shut this off.